What's going on, everybody? The list in front of you looks a little weird. I know, but I, I kind of don't. I don't know what I want to do with Jeskai Geist right now. Jeskai midrange, whatever you want to call it. Spell Queller's a great card. It's been kind of annoying me because it's been dying a lot. And part of me just wants to run like an old school Geist list, which is just like, I don't know, I'm trying to kill you. I'm gonna bolt you. I'm gonna remand you. I'm gonna bolt you, helix you, electrolyze you a bunch, geist you if I can, hellkite you if that's not good enough, and doesn't have nearly as many hard counters. One cryptic command, which is probably hopefully more to like flatten their team than anything else. Then the sideboard trying to make up for the lack of counters main. A couple more cryptics for those matchups. Two negates, two disdainful strokes, two dispels. A few more creature-oriented things like is it Staticaster, Engineered Explosives, Settle the Wreckage, Chronos for grindy stuff, some graveyard interaction, exile effects. I'm not saying that this list isn't is. I'm not saying that this list is what people should be running. It doesn't even have Serum Visions, and I think I've always thought that not running Serum Visions back in those days was a mistake. In fact, it would probably be more correct to trim a Helix, trim maybe one or two Electrolyze, and the very least run three Serum Visions. But I'm kind of going for less in the way of redundancy. I'm sorry, less in the way of selection and more redundancy. So there's so many more burn spells. There's two additional Electrolyzes. There's another Helix, um, and there's a lot more proactivity in the deck. If topping out at Thundermaw Hellkite, three Restoration Angels. Our creature base is just in general more resilient. So anyway, the reason I'm running this is I just kind of want to. I did this once. I forget how long ago it was, but I just kind of want to see how it runs. I guess. I guess I'm almost trying to say like, is there a version that say is a little bit smarter and runs maybe like three Logic Knots, a Remand, four Serum Visions, and trims some of these other extra cards, but still kind of has like the no Queller, the no Queller, but Geist, Resto, Thundermaw package. Um, One thing I will say is Spell Queller is really very good. One of the things that Queller does is when you have, they don't necessarily be hard counters, but if you have like your 2 mana counters, it's sort of like your 3 mana counter, even though it's not a counter. But if you can counter, then Queller, then Cryptic, you have this really interesting sort of curve outline, a disruption. Um, so anyway, that's what I'm going to play this week. I have no idea how it's going to go. It's just like, all right, well, I don't know what I want to do with the other deck, so I'm just going to do this crazy thing. See you guys in a second. One thing to keep in mind too is I'm going to alter my playstyle a bit. I don't want to say that I'm going to play fast and loose, but I'm definitely going to try to play with more speed in regards to how I'm treating my opponents. This deck is it's not doing what the traditional Jeskai tempo decks are trying to do as much. This is a deck that kind of just wants to bolt you on turn one and maybe even Snapcaster you on two and then Geist you on three and then Resto on four and Thundermaw you on five. So let's see here. Let's see what kind of nonsense happens. All right, I'll keep this. Probably getting a Sacred Foundry with this, hoping to find another blue source for that Cryptic command. The thing is, we don't really want to draw Cryptics in this deck until like maybe just one later in the game. This is going to be like the mono blue Living End deck, I wonder. I'm not going to fetch until they scry. I don't want to just give away any free information. One other thing I could have done perhaps is just led on Island. That way if I draw the other... Well, now that kind of answers my question. I think I'm just going to play the Colonnade. Maybe the right thing to do there would have been to play this to Snapcaster Mage, but... Yeah, I probably should have just played the Island anyway. And just played a Snapcaster Mage. This deck really wants to have a threat in play, even if it's just a snap. Now I'm just wondering if this is blue-white. I'm trying to decide, do I Snapcaster into a possible Spell Snare, or... I think I'm going to Electrolyze, actually. And the reason is I want to see more cards, and I don't care as much as this gets leaked. And if it doesn't, if this is truly blue-white, I want to start trying to look for a Geist of St. Traft. And I think that the Snapcaster probably has more long-term potential than just early. I'm going to cycle another Electrolyze. Alright, let's play this Flooded Strand. Gonna go ahead and fire off a Helix here, and let's see if it eats a Spell Snare. I'd rather have that Helix eat a Spell Snare than a Snapcaster Mage. Flooded Strand probably gonna get a Hollowed Fountain. Ooh, that's a sweet one. I'm gonna go ahead and Shock, but I'm not gonna cast it yet, because it's really likely to eat a Path to Exile. Glimmer of Genius. Okay. Definitely playing against blue-white. What I'd like to do, I don't know how likely this is, what I'd love to do is... should I go for the Snap Helix or Snap? I guess I can just fire off another. I can fire off another Helix. I'm gonna do that. Opponent has 8 cards in hand. Okay, so he's gonna choose to just discard and do anything. All right, there's a Bolt. So Bolt Snap Bolt puts our opponent at 6. All right, let's see here. I think I just want to draw a card. I want to try to see if I can assemble enough burn now to just respond to something my opponent does by killing him. Let's draw a card and go back up to 7. Okay, Remand's interesting. We can remand our own burn spell. Chart a course. Discard, draw 2 cards, then discard a card unless you attack a creature this turn. Alright, so I like that he's using some mana this turn. Alright, I think I'm gonna let loose with this Bolt, see if it resolves. He's got to be getting real like itchy on the going to 6 against the Jeskai deck. Yes, do something cryptic. Okay, that's basically perfect. Let's see, how can I do this? I think I'm just going to remand my own Bolt, actually. Spell and snare my remand. Oh, man, I wish I had a... I guess that's fine. Because, oh, does he have a path? He probably has a path. So I want to snap. Let's see, snap bolt puts him to 6, and then Thundermaw would get it done. But if he has a path, obviously Thundermaw eats the dust. I think I still snap bolt. So if he... So this will resolve, put him at 6, and if he fetches to get a white source to kill the Snapcaster Mage, then the Thundermaw will kill him. So, yeah, perfect. Okay, so he's going to path the Snapcaster Mage. We're going to untap and Thundermaw him in the face. Couldn't ask for more than that. Get a mountain. Boom, baby. Boom, boom, boom. Thundermaw in your face. Thundermaw in your face. What do you think? Thundermaw in the face. Boom. All right. All right. Okay, against that guy, let's definitely bring in these negates. Let's bring in some dispels. Maybe these cryptics. Probably this Karanos. Things I don't want. I think these Thundermaws are just too easy for him to pick off. I like the Restoration Angels, though, from, like, I like the flash-based aspect, but at the same time, I think it's really likely he is going to... Like, I really like having these as a flash threat at the end of his turn, but I think they're just going to get pathed. But maybe that's okay. So we're at 58 cards. Things we probably want less of. Probably trim on all of our Path to Exiles. This deck has 2 Field of Ruins to try and handle the couple Colonnades. We definitely want to leave in all of our Remands. I want to leave in all of our Electrolyzes. Could probably trim on a couple of Helixes. So then let's see. If we bring these guys in, we're dealing with still more cards. If we can bring in these Cryptic Commands. I'm all over the place. Bring these dudes in. Relic seems like a reasonable card to bring in this matchup as well. Disdainful Stroke, I mean, definitely be good against Cryptic Commands and Planeswalkers. I wonder if it's just better than the Helixes. I don't know if you saw there, like, having the burn spells to just sling at their face is really great. And this, it's nice, too, that this deck has so many Electrolyzes in this matchup, because we can just be like, Electrolyze you, Electrolyze you, Electrolyze you. I think the counters might be better. The Electrolytes give us quite a lot of incidental burn. Alright, let's give this a shot. Yeah, I'm going to keep this. Let's also play Colonnade. Alright, I'm not very scared of wall. I'm going to go ahead and shock. I think it's pretty low cost to do so. And, you know, if he has like a search for Escanta, he probably would have already played it. Or if he has a Gideon or something, we can negate it. If he tries to just go for a straight Gideon. Doing something. Or if he has a Geist, we can remand it. Just the Serum Visions. I'm almost tempted to remand it because I really want to make sure that we hit our... I guess if it comes to that, I can bolt and remand our own bolt if we doesn't look like we're going to hit our 4th land. The thing to do here, obviously he's gonna have Cryptics to bounce Karanos and whatnot, so that's something. But If we can grind the game down a bit and then get in the fight at the end of his turn and make him use mana / counters and resolve this Karanos, that'd be great. Great. Let's play Sulfur Falls and Pass. We hit our 4th land. Super cool. What did he do with that last turn, Visions? He did top, and then he does it again. So he is drawing one of the cards that he topped. That's... Alright, we drew a 5th land. Great. Okay, and our hand's looking pretty good. If we cannot screw this up. So now we have Negate, we have Disdainful Stroke, Remand, a bunch of good stuff. Relic of Progenitus. Sure. Probably not worth fighting over that. Let's play this colony that we just drew. One of the reasons I'm holding up fetches is just to increase the likelihood that we'll draw lands, but also because, you know, if he's going to start seizing, you know, I kind of want the ability to get what we need. Chart a course. There must be something going on in his deck that we haven't seen, because why would he run this card otherwise? Alright, well, he's got 3 lands up. This seems like a perfect time to try and get in some kind of little fight here. So what I think I'm going to do is... Okay, he's at 4 mana. I'm going to... I don't think Bolt's going to prompt a reaction at all. But this Restoration Angel might. It's probably gonna. He could be running Field of Ruins and obviously Path. I don't want to get too many. Let's just see what happens here. I don't want to get too many of my basics out. So what would be the best thing? The best thing for us is for him to Cryptic Command this, and then we remand our Restoration Angel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully, that happened. If we can remand this turn for value, that would be great if it can help us hit another land, because then we can try and play Karanos with some kind of counter backup. So Mana Leak. Yeah, I'm going to do what I just said. I'll go ahead and get a basic here, and I'm going to try to remand our Restoration Angel. So this will put him down a card. Well, we'll draw a card. Okay. Yep. So we didn't draw a land. We really want to draw a land. Land. Ugh, great. Okay, so then let's try to force this Karanos through. Doot, 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 doot. All right, man. So we get to put a Karanos into play and then pass the turn with a Negate and a Disdainful Stroke. I'll take that any day. I mean, it doesn't mean that it's going to work out. He may, have an answer to this and have an answer to our counter, but if we untap with this Karanos, that's out of control good. I'm talking out of control good. All right, it's got to do something. Going to do something. You're not trying to path it, are you? Oh, this is going to be... Gideon's pretty good. I think we want to go ahead and use the Disdainful Stroke. He may have a Dispel or a Spell Snare. let's go ahead and try to stroke it and see if that resolves. I mean, we're going to do something. We actually might be able to kill it too. If Kuranos triggers, Gideon will go from 8 to 5. Then we can colonnade. Yeah. We can colonnade Gideon, put it into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have enough mana to then bolt it. I would totally do that. Alright, Gideon. Or Kuranos, let's trigger. Alright, that didn't work. Oh, but I will play Geist as well. It's a little bit worse with this Wall of Omens. I think we can take probably one Gideon hit. What land do we want to tap here? Do we want to shock ourselves? Let's see. If we play the Sacred Foundry and shock... Then we'd have this mana up, so we'd get to keep up Cryptic, but not Cryptic and Negate. I think we need to try to. I think we have to resolve the Geist. I think it's too powerful not to. I think we just want to keep up. I don't think there's a reason to keep up 5 mana. I guess we could keep up this Field of Ruin. So let's do white, blue. This, play this Geist. So now we have Cryptic, we have Negate, and we have Bolt, Snap, Bolt if we want it. We also have Restoration Angel. Yeah, I'll play this tapped. We might also be able to bounce this Gideon at some point. And Gideon can't answer the Geist, and Geist will put some serious pressure on the Gideon. All right, so I don't think our Geist is getting. We're gonna take this attack. All right, that works. You get to draw your 2 cards, sir. So if we play Restoration Angel, I really want to play the Restoration Angel. Cryptic Bounce Kuranos would be pretty annoying. But I think we're going to play the Restoration Angel anyway. So Kuranos activation plus Geist and Bolt will kill Gideon. Maybe he is Supreme Verdictine, I don't know. But if he does, he's going to kill his Gideon. It doesn't make it indestructible. 2 mana. 2 mana. Supreme Verdict. He's going to kill his Gideon. It doesn't make it indestructible. It just prevents damage. I think I'm going to bounce Geist to our hand with this Cryptic Command because he's going to kill his own Gideon. All right, drawing through the lands in our deck. Dig it. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can activate Colonnade and play a Geist. But I think I want to leave up this Field of Ruin. So let's just go Flooded Strand, white, blue, blue, play a Geist of St. Traft, and then pass the turn. We have a Geist and a Keranos against a blue-white deck. If we lose this game, we've done something tragically wrong. He may fire up Colonnade here because now we'd have to... nope. Okay, let's just untap. Sweet. 3 damage to you. Let's attack with old Geisty guy. You know what I might do? I was going to say, if he fires up Colonnade, I think I'm just going to bolt the Colonnade and play another Geist. Because then we basically get to kill a Colonnade with a bolt. We have an answer to the other Colonnade in this Field of Ruin, and he doesn't have the mana to counter this Geist of St. Traft. So this, and this. So now we can ruin his Colonnade. Maybe he's going to force the issue by Field of Ruining. Jace, Architect of Thought, will negate this. Counter our negate. You know, I like to, obviously, like, if we could, like, remand our negate and all this kind of thing, but honestly, like, he's just dead, so let's just remand his Cryptic Command. And then we'll fire up Colonnade and hit him for 10. Five, activate, and kaplow. Sweet. And that was fun. That was a good time. Not gonna lie. The remands are great against other blue decks. Absolutely fantastic. And Geist is great against other blue decks. And Electrolyze is great against other blue decks. How about that Hellkite play? That was sweet too. Man, I do miss playing this style of deck. Just, I don't say it's more focused, but it definitely is more aggressive. All right, well, I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I will catch you guys tomorrow for round 2. Thank you very much. Bye for now.